Never. Don't even ask. Never ready. Do it till it comes to serious responsibility. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned in with us with another episode of He Say, She Say. I'm here with the beautiful Shawn Jones.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm King Gerald Jones. This is going to be another interesting show. We're here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And what we are is a talk show that focuses on love, dating, relationships, sex, and pretty much anything, right?
Yes.
And we focus on anything. We focus on dating. Like I said, we're here every Tuesday. And what we also, since we're live broadcast, we're live on YouTube and we're live on Blog Talk Radio, is we offer our listeners and viewers an opportunity to chat with us or talk with us. So we offer a number where you can call in, and maybe you may have questions, you may have concerns or something that we said on air that you want to address, or give us feedback or give us ideas. So we offer a number, and I'm going to let the beautiful Shawn give you that number.
The call-in number is 646-716-4574. Again, 646-716-4574.
And we welcome anyone to call. We welcome anyone to call. Like I said, we're live. This is the greatest talk show in the world. We also like to give a perspective, or we do give a woman's perspective, which is represented by Shawn Jones. Not saying it's the end all be all, but she represents for the women, and I more so represent for the men. Again, this is not instant thought. This is just our studies, our facts, our opinions, and what we choose to do. But again, we urge you to call in so we can know what you feel, or maybe something that we may be doing wrong or think that's wrong. So again, this is just open discussion platform for us to discuss issues in dating.
And I kind of get tired of hearing his opinion, so please call in and share with us your opinion. Give us something a little bit different, shake us up a little bit.
Right.
Different perspectives are always good.
Right.
So tonight's topic.
And this is special. I guess it's a special topic. For me, I'm very simple. I'm very basic, like a lot of men. So this going in depth with this, with the beautiful intellectual Shawn Jones, is not hard, but is more so of me focusing, because this is kind of a deep matter, which you brought to my attention, and it's very valid.
It is. It's serious.
Right. It's very. And after you said it, like I said, I'm simple, so I didn't think of it. But as soon as you said it, I'm like, yeah, that is valid. It's very relevant.
So when I shouted to you, it was very well.
That's it. You want to introduce the title for?
I do.
Okay.
Yours is probably a little more concise than mine.
Okay. You want me to say mine and then you say yours?
Go for it.
Mine, well, from what I gathered from what you threw at me, it was basically accepting and expecting change in dating or in a relationship. So do you have to spin off on that or something deeper?
My thing, and being a woman, I was a little wordy with this.
Okay.
It's can you or do you expect someone to change when you start dating or when you get into a relationship, or do you expect for them to be exactly who they were when you first noticed them, or you first met them? Like, how much change is realistic?
Right.
So, for you,
right.
Do you change when you're in a relationship or when you're dating, or are you always King Gerald Jones?
And it's funny, I'm always King Gerald Jones regardless. But it's funny because now, like, depending on the women that I'm dating, depending on the women that I may be seeing, if it's just a sexual thing, if it's maybe more of a mental thing, or more if we're trying to connect, it just depends. So with it being a sexual thing, for the most part, I don't change. Okay. I'm going to remain the same. Now, if it's more of a mental stimulation there, or it's something we're trying to take to another level, you have, in my opinion, you have to change. I can't do the same things because when I go into dating, I'm dating everybody, anybody. Not to say that I'm going to stop dating or be monogamous because you know my theories on that.
Right.
But I know that I have to show this woman that she's number one. Now that may be me making a sacrifice and not having sex with multiple people or whatever the case may be, or being discreet, whatever the case, for each individual is different. Okay. But the point being is, yes, I do understand that from dating to relationship, it must be a change for me. What about for women? You guys change with your emotions. With your emotions, you guys change a lot. So is there any major changes that you can think of that you may go through or that you may go, that a man doesn't recognize?
I think I'll speak generally based on, because I posed this question to some friends and I got some feedback.
Okay. Gotcha.
So generally, what the feedback that I got was that you know, the change is basically you have to kind of simmer a little bit, calm it down, right. Not be so independent because you're not by yourself anymore.
Right. Oh, never mind.
No.
Not to cut you off, I have come across that with women. Like, I'm for the most part, and I think I want to also touch on something too a little later. I deal with independent women, independent submissive women / submissive women. So with that being said, in order for them to submit, it's not about to happen like that. Like, you have to show yourself worthy, right. Whether it be you're mentally stimulating her or the total package, whatever it is that she's specifically looking for. It's hard, from what I've seen, for women that are independent to not change and go into a situation with a man who wants them to be submissive and submit.
Okay.
But go elaborate more. So.
No, like that, and I think a lot of my friends before they got married to who they're married to, or a lot of young ladies that I talked to in regard to this topic, they were single mothers before they got married. Either this was their second marriage or their first marriage after having a child. Right. So you also have to deal with adjusting yourself from being a single mom to allowing someone else to help you co-parent your child.
You're absolutely right, because I've been in those situations.
So, you know, there's a lot of shift. For me, the biggest shift is from going from being very isolated by myself in my own world doing my own thing to having to share myself in my world with somebody else. So
what do you like better? What do you prefer better? Isolation or with the couple thing, or with another party?
I'm a better person in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
I'm a better person when I have someone to give to and to share life with.
Right.
It's less work.
Is it?
When I'm single.
It's less work. Oh, is that right?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Why is it?
Because you're right. No, you might be right. I never thought.
It's less work for me.
Again, you guys, women are so deep. We're just like, okay. So when you say, I'm like, it's like boggling my mind, like, because that makes a lot of sense.
It's less work for me when I'm single. I don't think about anybody else.
Right. You're absolutely
as a single woman. Yeah. But when I'm in a relationship, I have to think about who I'm in a relationship with and doing things for him and making sacrifices for him. And when I'm single, when I'm completely single and isolated, if I don't feel like getting off my couch or leaving the house, I don't have to.
So let me ask you a question. When you do decide, or when you go in that transition from being single and isolatory, does it come naturally? Does it come easy? Or is it like a work in progress? It's a steady reminder?
For me, it's work.
Right.
It becomes less work the more I like you.
Oh, okay.
But initially, it's work.
Right. And it's funny, even I think we were talking off the air, like we always do. For me, one of the things is being romantic.
Yeah.
I go from being non-romantic, like, because it's just me, but now I have to take in consideration not just her needs, but her emotional, romantic needs, and that's a whole different slew. You know how you guys, you women are. It's a whole different ball game.
Yes.
So I probably lost women from not being keen to the emotional side or the emotional needs of a woman. So with that, that has to spark change. I have to change. If I don't change,
say that again.
I have to change. If I want to continue to, but then see at the same time with me, because I'm stubborn, I'm going to change, but you got to meet me in the middle of the change. Like, I'm not just about to flip head over heels, and then that'll be me submitting. And we all know that I'm not with that. But I will change and take consideration, her as a woman, her as a delicate flower, as you put it.
Delicate flower. Okay, so what's the hardest adjustment for you to make going from being your outward worldly self to actually caring about somebody?
Honestly, in all honesty, and I try to be so honest, will be the women.
What do you mean?
Not sleeping with so many women, not dealing with so many women, not flirting with so many women, not having so many women in my life. Because that takes away, of course, from the woman. If I'm trying to gain, give her a title as queen, that takes away from her attention. That takes away from her. So I do understand that. I totally understand that. And that would probably be my hardest change to come across, is to
calm that down.
Calm that down, yes. Because even if it's not anything like serious or anything that's maybe me and the other woman may be dating, it's it's still me taking my attention away from her. Even though it may not be sexual, it may not be intimate, it may not be whatever with other women, but it's still, again, taking my attention away from the queen or the main woman.
That's true.
So
That's very true. I'm sorry. Chantrice, you were saying that you were ready for the show, and she was like, I'm ready. And I'm like, call me.
Let us know, Chantrice. Chantrice, call us and let us know.
Call in and talk to us. So we got some feedback.
Okay.
From, just the topic at hand. And a lot of people were basically saying they expect people to change their behaviors, but not their personality.
Okay, I can do that. Because, of course, you felt in like and furthermore in love with the personality, right? Right? Have you ever had a situation where you wanted the person to change their personality? Oh, really?
I hadn't quite thought about it like that. Yeah.
But you like.
But I didn't realize it at the time.
I
didn't realize that I was asking them to change aspects of their personality. At the time, I thought that I was needing for them to change some of their behaviors, but I realized it was more so their personality.
You see how deep you're the intellectual Shawn Jones. Like, I'm basic. Like that. That's so deep. Like, we don't think, but until you say it, I'm like, yeah, because you might be like kind of pushing it overboard with thinking it's the behavior, but it's that person's makeup. It's his personality. So I totally get that, and I might have to check out. Like, have I tried to have somebody change their behavior? It was really their personality.
And one of the biggest things I run into is, I'm like, my mother's like this, my sister's like this. Like, we're kind of homebodies.
Right.
Like, I could be at home, I could chill on the couch, I could watch Netflix and be good. I got a kitchen, I can cook. I'm good.
Right.
And people are like, let's go out, let's hang out, let's do stuff. And for a lot of people, it's like a behavior, because it's like, well, you need to get up and you need to get out. You need to go do stuff. But for me, it's just really how I am. Like, I grew up in a home where my mother was a homebody. My sister is younger than me, and she's a homebody.
Right.
Like, we just kind of like chilling.
Now let me ask you that. With that being said, have you ever dated a guy who, I'm not gonna say didn't like it, because obviously he was dating, but found it a challenge or
what generally happens? No thought I wrong. Is when I really care about somebody, or when I like somebody, then I'll get up and I'll go out.
And that's so beautiful.
It gets on my nerves.
Is that submissive?
Sometimes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. After a little while, I'm ready to go home.
Oh no.
But I mean, I get, not everyone's like me, and I generally like men with strong personalities.
Right.
And they don't. You guys are different. I've never had a man that I was in a relationship with that was comfortable with just laying in the bed all day or laying around all day. I don't have to get up. I get up the bed. We've never dated.
I know, because
I said that I've dated or had
I'm with that. Like, I'm with that.
But
that's perfect.
Nobody that I've ever really been interested in has been
They
able
want to be on the go.
Yeah, it's like, let's get up, let's go out, let's do something. And I respect that, and I can appreciate that to a degree, because some men don't take women nowhere.
Well, I mean, for me, I don't know. I think I'm so busy. I'm so doing other things at my relaxed time. Although I want to be with her, can we relax together?
Man,
this
is the first thing that we've ever like really.
But then at the same time, I have to be keen to the different women that's not like you,
Right.
that want to be like me. You saying want to go. So I have to be keen like him. Like I'll go to the museum, and I'll go to these, places because I want her to know that
you like her.
right. That is cool. So,
You like her.
well, I like a lot of people.
Okay, anywho. No, that's difficult for me. And like I could literally come home on Friday after work and not leave the house until Monday and be perfectly fine.
Real? Yeah.
Like seriously.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
Me too.
But generally the guys I like, they need to be doing something. Even if it's just like, let's go have lunch, let's go out to dinner, let's go do something. Right. Let's go do something. And I'm like,
wait, and is that just the weekend? Like I'm gonna tell you not to cut you. No. I'm gonna tell you my opinion.
Okay.
During Monday through Friday, please let's relax.
Let's chill.
after work, please let's not. It kills. To me, I think people are strange when they go out during the week. Like no, like it's a work week. So then I'm a one-hitter quitter on the weekend. Like pick Saturday, pick Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We're not doing nothing both days. Pick Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and I'll drag my ass to do what it is we need to do. But don't try to hit two. Don't hit two.
It used to be a lot. Like, and I know we're completely off topic, but it does. For me, it used to be a lot. It's like, and I have people in my life that like to do stuff. So it's like, let's get up on Saturday morning. Let's go here. Let's go to breakfast. Let's go to the flea market. Let's go here. Let's go do this. Let's catch a movie. And it's like, we left the house at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. And it's like 12 o'clock at night. We're still out. And then it's like, okay, let's go to sleep. And then at 8 o'clock the next morning, it's like, let's go to breakfast. Let's go here.
Oh,
yes. I'm just going to go home.
Right.
I'm just going to go home.
Take a nap. I need to energize. Right.
See you another time. Okay, so anyway, we did get off.
No, we didn't. We talked about change. We talked about the changes that.
We have a call.
Okay, we're gonna take this call.
Let's take that.
Caller, are you there?
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey.
Y'all told me to call in.
Is it Shantree?
What?
Hey.
What's up, young lady?
Hey, King.
How do you feel?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm laughing at y'all because y'all are so funny together. I like that though.
So, okay, so what are your thoughts?
She needs that kind of strong, independent woman to kind of like, but she's
I knew that was going to happen.
What?
I knew that was going to happen one show.
Blooper.
Real.
Right.
So what do? So do you feel? Would you change if you're in a situation where you're dating a guy and he may require or want you to do something? Would you be willing to change?
I wouldn't more so say that I would change. It just all depends on what he wants me to do at that point of time. It depends on what our relationship is really based on. If we really just having sex, quote unquote, then don't expect me to go on my way to make you feel like a king when you're just a friend.
Right. That makes sense. But
but if I'm in a relationship, of course, I'm going to go out my way because that is my man. That is my king. So I'm going to always supply in the man for him.
Right.
There you go.
So what does the S and D supply
and demand?
Right. That's lovely.
Right.
So has there ever been anything hard for you to shift or change in a relationship?
It is. It has. It has. Men, quote unquote, men, boys.
Oh no.
Can be something else. You deal with somebody and it's a whole bunch of lies that come behind everything. You never find just a man that's just going to keep it real with you and get you straight across the board like you would do to them. So yes, it's kind of hard to adapt in any situation like that. Like, man, he's lying to you, but you're trying to really deal with him because you like him. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of like going along with it, but it's really hard to I've been in so many broken relationships. Like, when they keep telling me that I'm like I talk like a nigga because I have no feelings.
Ooh, interesting.
So is that a good thing or has it been a difficult thing?
You know, because what you see is what you get, and if that's what you like, then you accept it. Don't complain about it. You accept it, and you roll with the punches. Period.
Chantrice, I like her. Okay, so tell me before you go, tell me what you think about King Gerald Jones.
I love him.
What? Thank you.
That is my high school friend, and I love his honesty. I love how he's straight across the board. He gives it to you with no chaser. What you see is what you get. He lets you know what you get yourself into.
That's true.
Before you even deal with him. So either you're going to accept it like I said, or you're going to leave it alone. Point blank, period.
That's very true.
I love it.
Very true.
Thank you, Chantrice. Thank you, Chantrice.
I love him. That's why when I say that, when I post his stats on Facebook and I say, like, literally, like, I love this, like, I be laughing because it's not a lot of women that can handle the honesty that he is. So, with that being said, like, you're playing with the wrong one. That's why I be laughing at these little girls. That's why they so being quick on this page. He's so fast. I be like, man, that's why we have to tell them, man, those dudes, I can't even deal with that because you got my stomach hurt. I kind of feel like he feels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I'm not ready to settle down. What I do is what I'm going to do. And when I'm with you, I'm going to make you feel like we together or however the situation may be. But you're going to feel like you're number one. But you know what it is. Like, nothing more, nothing less. Like, this is what it is. Like, either you're going to accept it or you're going to work out. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to hurt my feelings.
Right.
Okay.
You're going to keep on pushing, and it's going to be what it is.
Well, Chantrice, I thank you for calling out. Thank you for the compliment.
Right, don't look for me to call back on Tuesday.
You have to. You have to.
You have a beautiful evening, okay?
I am. You guys do the same.
Thank you. Thank you for calling.
No problem.
I love it.
Right. Thank somebody. Somebody show me some love.
I love it.
Somebody love me. I need love. Pray for me, like for real. What Arkansas? Somebody pray for me. Like love me. Like love. I need love.
You need more love.
Wipe my tears.
You need. I'm not doing this. I'm not either.
Can't you see the tear in my eye?
You need a handkerchief.
Yeah, I need some.
Hilarious. You are a mess. I love it. Okay, so I had posted or I had asked about this was my question. Do you expect someone to change their behaviors when they start dating you or to be in a relationship with you? Do you assume what they show you before dating is what they'll continue to be, or do you change yourself?
Okay.
So when you meet a girl and she's one way, do you expect for her to shift or change?
It depends on the actuality. Like, for example, and you gave the perfect example that I have challenges with in dating, is an independent woman coming to a guy who wants her to be submissive. For the most part, that's kind of not my only, but the biggest challenge. So in that situation, yes, I expect her to change. Is that wrong? I don't know if that's wrong. I do expect her to change. Or I expect her to, not automatically, but gradually realize after time, like, yeah, he's about me. He's for me. He's with us. So through time, yeah, I do expect her to change.
Okay. Who do you think has a more difficult time changing, men or women?
It just depends on the situation.
Okay.
It just depends on, do you agree with that, or do you know of any specific that you would be like, a man is harder or vice versa?
I want to say it's harder for men to change. However, as a woman, especially having dated or met or been involved with some of the sweet guys that I have, it probably was harder for me to change in those scenarios. So as much as I want to say it's harder for you guys, I do agree. It is based on
the situation.
the individuals.
Right. Individuals and the situation. So yeah, I totally agree with that. I know for me, I mean, even get personal with for me, I have change. It's difficult for me to maybe listen and take heed unless you've earned that, unless you have really shown me something out of this world to make me like take heed to what you're saying. I'm not gonna say I won't listen, but it's still secondary. It's secondary. I won't put it primary in my life until you've earned it. Now, after someone's earned it, now, and I know that I have to kind of like, even if the woman is submissive, I have to give her a voice, or she's gonna be like, nigga, I'm out. Like,
well, what does it mean to earn it?
I guess kind of. I'm not gonna say be smarter than me, but like know some things that I don't know. I guess.
Okay.
That's what does it for me. Like if you teach me something, if it's something that I'm like, oh damn, like, oh shit, that will make me gradually not submit, but listen to her voice. So I guess that's what it means. Now, if you and I'm being honest, I'm not gonna say all men, but generally, I guess whatever. Men are men. So we may have a side chick or a main chick, and you might be dealing with a female who might not be as mentally inclined as you. So with that, I automatically know like what her position is.
Okay.
Like she'll, and that don't mean that I'm not gonna hit. That don't mean that I'm not gonna have sex with her. Men in general, I'm not saying all, but just because like you might have a fine female, she might not be bright. Niggas still gonna fuck.
She might not be bright.
Right. You niggas still gonna fuck.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's what I grow on for women that don't understand me, because I know you guys be saying y'all have sex with anything. And yeah, well, I mean, if she look good, if he's attracted to her, she don't have. I'm not tripping about her intelligence at that time.
It's just sex.
Yeah, and then she's gonna go be where she needs to be. She's gonna be where she needs to be.
Cool. So let me ask you a personal question.
Always.
Have you ever changed the behavior other than not sleeping with as many women?
Okay.
Have you ever changed a behavior for a woman?
I will tell you this. Sad to say, when I was a bitch ass nigga, in my younger years, like maybe 19 to 24, before I actually knew the rules of being a man, before I molded myself into being a man, I was just freestyling. So with that being said, I changed my whole life behind the female that I was attracted to, which in turn is funny because it's like, I don't know for all women, but it taught me a lesson. I went from being maybe a stern, dominant person to like a submissive or a docile person.
Really?
Because I was really that interested in this woman, and I didn't understand what it was to be a man at the time. So, in long story short, I kind of submitted. But that's not what she wanted. But I didn't know that back then. So with that being said, I changed my whole get down. Like I really like was a bitch ass nigga to the female, and then that's kind of fueled her to play the game that she played with me. So that was just a learning experience. With that being said, yes, I have changed before, but it didn't work out in my favor.
Okay, I get that.
Right. I hope I gave you guys something to talk about when I was a bitch ass nigga.
When I was.
Right. And I can because I know the rules now. I was deep in the game, and one thing, not kind of off topic, I was raised without a father, so everything that I was learning was hard knocks. Like I was learning through experience. I had no guide, I had no whatever. So in those times, I was, wasn't a man. So with that being said, after I learned the rules, there's a lot of men that still don't. But after I learned the rules, I learned that there are rules. Like I didn't know there was rules to being a man. Like I thought I could just like I didn't have no regulations. I didn't have no. So with that being said, when I learned those, now I would change, but I would never compromise who I am as a man.
Okay, I get that. Okay.
Would you have you?
Have I ever changed?
Changed for yeah. Well, can I say something before you say?
Yeah.
I would assume. I don't like saying assume, but I would presume. I mean, as a woman, being independent, then going into a date situation, if you are a submissive vessel, it's going to be changed.
It changed a lot.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to say I changed me. I'm going to say I adjusted to the needs of the man that I was with, or I attempted to adjust to the needs of the man that I was with, or the needs of the relationship.
Okay.
And when I say that, I mean just like we were talking about how I can just be chilling. And he want to go all the time.
Right.
Then I have to shift to go. Or I might not feel like doing some things, but you do it if the person that you're with needs you to or asks you to.
Right.
The person that you care about.
Right.
You know, there have been plenty of occasions where, you know, I've cooked a meal, washed something, ran an errand, made a drive, just stuff that I didn't want to do, but I did it because I cared about who.
And I guess that's love.
No, I'm not gonna go there.
No, let me say. Wait, excuse me. I was about to say, I think that's love in its purest form is the sacrifice.
I agree with that.
Or whatever. Not saying you was in love yet, but I guess it would show that you're capable of loving.
Yeah.
That you're capable of sacrificing.
Of course.
Well, you know, and I guess I'm capable of it too.
Aww.
I like that. Another golf clap.
I like that.
But it's a thin line.
The face, though. The face.
Like this thing, like, how can you see that? How thin is that? Like, you can't even blow nothing through that. That was too much.
I'm done with you. I'm done.
It's a thin line.
I'm done.
So, you know, you have to, look, listen to this. You have to fortify my love. You have to fortify my love. And it was crazy. Can I say this real quick? This is not even a song of the day, or it's my song. But I was writing and I was listening to the song by Jeffrey Osborne. And I knew what fortified meant, but of course I lived in the Western, Merriam-Webster. And it basically meant for you to make my love stronger. My love is weak. Gerald Jones, King Gerald Jones the Great. My love is weak. So you have to give me a reason to fortify my love, to make my love stronger, to make me love you. Because my shit weak. My shit is short and weak. Like everything that involved the negative, my love is negative. My love is weak. My love is short. My love is minimal. Yeah, it's on the opposite side. So you have to fortify my love. And when you fortify my love, bring it out and make it stronger, then you'll get it. We're going to go off into the songs?
Okay.
Okay. With that being said, we're going to go off into the songs of the day. What we like to do is give a song, maybe a dedication or a song we might have heard or have been thinking about, and we play it and basically jam to it, groove to it, and allow you guys to listen to it too.
What song did I pick?
You remember what?
I need a reminder.
Long.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I had to be reminded, because Gerald has me do so much stuff all the time. All the time.
Oh, no. Just right before the show, like, can you call? I'm guilty.
I picked Jill Scott, A Long Walk.
Explain. I've never heard it before.
I love that song. You know what? This song reminds me, I'm not going to lie, like, when I'm in a dating situationship, this song is one of those songs that is like, it's applicable. It's like, let's take a long walk around the park. Let's talk. Let's find a spot for us to spark. Like, let's connect on some level. I'm sure you heard the song.
Okay, right.
I really did your company.
I didn't know that. I didn't know the words. You see what I just.
Don't do that again. No, but this song reminds me of dating. It reminds me of the euphoria that you experience when you start to date someone or start to like someone,
right,
and you guys are getting to know each other, and then it's just electric.
Right.
So, just based on the fact that we're talking about dating today and the whole, shifting yourself and stuff,
right.
I picked this song.
Beautiful.
Baby,
Jill Scott.
Just
So lovely. You always pick the lovely songs.
because I'm genteel.
Well, not the genteel.
I'm genteel.
Genteel.
This week, and I hope Chandra is watching. This week, I named myself Chantilly
What?
because I'm so genteel.
Gentle.
Chantilly is my nickname.
It's because you're gentle.
Because I'm
Submissive. Passive. No.
I won't say
I'm putting,
passive.
look, I'm putting too much. Look,
I won't say passive.
I'm putting too much.
But I'm definitely submit.
Right.
But I'm very genteel. I'm a Southern woman.
And okay. Well, I'm gonna say, remind me to talk about submission, independent women, and strength. And I'm gonna give you a briefing because I put a post, and I think some women or most women feel that when I say I only would date submissive women, they automatically think that means a weak woman.
We talked about that.
And I didn't get it at first.
I know.
I put that post and everything like, wow, like
I know.
how that don't mean she weak. That just
Submission
means
does not mean
right, and that's crazy.
It
Like,
doesn't.
but I'm
So
gonna.
you should did you post the link to the show when we talked about submission and what the definition of submission was?
Some people just can't read. But the next my song, my song of the day is by Jamie Foxx and Mary J. Blige, but we only gonna listen to the first verse, which is Jamie first, and it's basically goes with the title. Love Changes.
I love that song.
Love Changes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to sing. No.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna try to. No, I'm not gonna.
You want a microphone? You can grab your microphone.
Don't push me. What is Love Changes is basically self-explanatory. It's about love changes. Maybe we could get specifically. Maybe we could talk specific after the song about love changes.
Okay.
So here we go with Love Changes by Jamie Foxx.
I love that song.
Look, why all you gotta do?
What?
No, it's not. It won't stop. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. Why is it you keep on this? Look, I'm throwing up hood. Sorry.
Don't do that.
I'm tired. We got something. Look, technical difficulties. Like, what's going on? Can I turn it down and put it still in place?
No.
We can play it 10 times. What's going on?
I don't know.
You think they'll still be able to hear it?
No.
No, it'll go down, right?
We good.
Okay. I'm not quite sure.
You're not quite sure?
Okay, yeah. I'm not quite sure if it was, again, well, that wasn't love, that was infatuation. Love changed me and made me more receptive and giving of love. Like at first, like I was like, no. But love made me be like, it made me happy.
Aww.
Love makes me happy. It make you like dance. Love make you dance. Love make you happy. Like perception and perspective is a lot.
True.
So when people perceive that you're in love and you're happy, it makes you seem like a generally happy person.
Aww.
So
love makes you happy.
Love does make me happy.
So you should fall in love.
Huh?
Cool.
Love.
Cool then.
Okay, wait, what was I about to say? Okay, quick interject. We can save it for Keeping Up with the Joneses. Let's do the entrepreneur and then Keeping Up with the Joneses.
You go first.
Okay, entrepreneur. What we like to do for the entrepreneur of the day or the week is acknowledge someone who may be running a business or doing an entrepreneurial thing, and we want to offer support, and we want you guys, the viewers, to offer support. So instead of paying bills like the average show would do, go to commercials, we like to pay their bills by shouting them out and having you support them. So my entrepreneur of the day, well, we both give an entrepreneur of the day. My entrepreneur of the day is a massage therapist. Now, she's a licensed massage therapist, and the name of her company is Essence of Touch, and her name is Sheba J. Again, she's a licensed massage therapist. I'm going to give you her phone number, and I'm also going to give you her email address. But before I do that, everyone loves massage. I love full body massage. I love massages, so it goes for women or men. You might be having a bad day. You might not have that significant other, or you might want a professional massage. And you can reach her at area code 310-800-1387. Again, her name is Sheba J. You can reach her at also by her email at essenceoftouch.inc, which is ink, at gmail.com. Again, her phone number is 310-800-1387. And it's Essence of Touch. She's a licensed massage therapist. She does great work, good job. Just give her a call, and that's my entrepreneur of the day week.
Okay. My entrepreneur of the day, her name is Lori, and she is owner of a fresh juice place.
Okay.
It's called Juicy Juice.
Oh, that's cool.
It's in Carson. The address is 940 East Dominguez. And I love their juice. Like, it's fresh pressed juice. So it's not like you go and you're getting frozen stuff. Right. You know, you go to some places and they take the frozen stuff and they throw it in. Right. No, it's fresh. Okay. Completely, you know, it's pressed right when you order it. So you're not getting any
fresh fruit.
Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, no preservatives, no any of that. Right. And it's good. And you feel better. Like,
wait, can I quote you? It's good.
That's how I feel. You know, it is though. It's good. If I'm having like a day where I'm like listless, I can go and I can get something and I drink it and I feel better.
And that's what I was going to ask, because I've never really did the juice thing to that extent. So does it give you energy?
Yes. It makes me feel much better. It does give me energy, and my body just runs better. But if you think about it, you're getting, and I know, like, I go and I like the cold. There are a few of them that I like. So if you think about the fact that you're getting fresh, like carrots and apples and lemon and ginger and, you know, all that stuff just fresh, you're putting all those fruits and vegetables straight into your system without boiling out or cooking out the nutrients. Right. And you're just getting it pressed. You feel better almost instantaneously.
Right. I can tell you.
So it's great. Again, the address is 940 East Dominguez in Carson. The phone number is 310. I just had it. Hold on, I lost it. Sorry, guys. It's 310-324-8444. Again, 310-324-8444. She has fruit drinks.
And what's the name of the place?
Juicy Juice.
Juicy Juice.
Juice, the letter C, and then juice.
Okay, got it.
But it's fruits and vegetables. Or she has a menu, but you can also have her conglomerate your own ingredients. So please try it out. It's great.
And we're going to give out the number one more time for you guys to call and converse with us. Again, you might want to say something about the topic we've discussed. You might have a difference of opinion. You might want to enlighten us on something because we're just two minds. There's 6 billion people on this earth. So you guys may think of something, that we're not even thinking of or mentioning. So we do encourage for you guys to call us because, again, we're only two people. We're only two intellects. So call in and voice. The number is
646.
6. Go ahead. You know I got
No, you got it.
646-716-4574. Once again, 646-716-4574. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a Keeping Up with the Joneses?
You said you wanted to mention something for people.
Okay.
We can. You want to? What were you gonna throw out?
Okay. Keeping Up with the Joneses is a segment where Keeping Up with the Joneses, where we pick a topic or issue and we discuss it. And again, we just encourage in dialogue. We encourage in a woman's point of view, man's point of view, and trying to find an understanding or medium. So what I wanted to address in the Keeping Up with the Joneses is submission. I've noticed that a lot of women, I didn't know, I remember you said that, but I didn't get it. I heard it, but I didn't get it. I got it because I experienced it this week. So I voiced on one of my Facebook posts that I only date women that are submissive. For some reason, women that commented on a post or saw the post think or thought that a submissive woman means she's weak. And I don't know why they would think that I date weak women, but hey, we're going to address it now. And I was saying on a post that actually, for my dating, what I like, I want a strong woman. I want her to be a beast, whether it be in the workforce, whether it be out in society or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying I want a weak woman. I'm just saying when she comes to me, now I've earned her submission. Now, with that being said, me earning her submission, that doesn't mean that she was weak or because she submitted. That doesn't mean she's weak because she's submissive. I've earned that. I don't expect her to be as submissive to everybody. So, and it's like I said, and I brought this up and stressing it more because you mentioned it, and it went over my head. Like I heard you,
but you weren't.
But I didn't know how many women really felt how you were saying. But they really thought I was mentioning it. And I'm also saying this. Ultimately, to me, that is the ultimate submission for a stronger woman or a strong, independent vessel to be like, okay, you've earned my submission. You've earned it. I think of you enough to be like, yeah, I'm a beast. I'm strong. I'm a woman. I'm independent. But you've earned my submission. To me, that's the ultimate submission.
It's more so trust than anything. And I am a woman that will submit to a man without question, without problem. But it's more trust. It's more I trust you to guide our journey. And so with that trust comes, okay.
Not the sarcastic. Okay.
No,
because I've
like
experienced
the real.
Okay. I know because we've talked. I know you mean it, but I've experienced the sarcastic. Okay, so you genuinely mean okay, like okay, I'm trusting you, and I can dig that.
Even if I know that you gonna lead us somewhere where it's
barren and dry.
I'm just gonna have some fruit snacks and water in my backpack.
And hit them one time. I told you, baby, but
here's a fruit snack. Here's some water.
And for me, and with that even being said, that to me makes me go harder, pushes me to navigate the right way, so I won't have this woman who trusted me, this strong woman who trusted me to be like, baby, okay, we lost. Here's the fruit snacks. So that makes me want to be more of a man, or to go harder, or to earn or deserve her submission. So I just wanted to address that in Keeping Up with the Joneses. That bottom line, just because a woman is submissive, that does not make her weak. Like, that was crazy to me when I saw that.
I hear that all the time. I see that all the time. Like, honestly, out of maybe 20 women that I'll ask how they feel about submitting, maybe 4 will say, I'm willing, and that's a part of who I am. Everybody else is like, I'm not doing that. I'm not. No, seriously.
That's crazy. Like,
but it's a trip though, and we never look at this side of it. Like, as a woman that has a desire to submit to a man, if you meet an abundance of men who either aren't worthy of you submitting to, or who don't have a game plan themselves, it starts to become discouraging. Because it's like, okay, I am a woman that's willing to submit to a man, but nobody has a game plan.
Right, right.
So now what?
Right.
You want me to lead us. So I'm a woman that wants you to lead us.
Right.
But you don't have a plan. You hitching yourself to my plan. You want me to lead us. That just no.
Right. Right.
So we need to talk about that at some point, because I see a lot of that, a lot of men. And you guys talk about it all the time about how women are more successful and women have all this stuff going on, which I get.
Right.
But if you meet a woman and she has her life together and yours isn't together, do you expect for her to submit to you?
Well, and it's funny to say that because I'm actually in that situation where, first of all, she makes more money than me. That's kind of the limitation of it as far as her, if you want to give a grade of a higher or lower. But she makes more money than me. But to me, again, that's the ultimate submission. First of all, understanding and knowing that money is an opinion. That's a topic altogether. But true, we need it. It's necessary. We got to have it. Not knocking money at all, but for her to be smart enough to know I did what I did to get this money, which is a piece of paper, someone's opinion, saying it's worthy of something. With that being said, for her to submit, knowing that she making the higher, again, that's the ultimate submission. And like I said, for the most part, my dating, because I don't know if I mentioned some of my past activities have put me in a position where I'm not able to do so with that being said, for the most part, I date women that are making more money than me. And I'll see that a lot of times in society, or at least in the black culture, the black woman is making more money than the man. He's working, but he's just not making what she's making. So that's something to talk about. That's something to take heed to. Like, dang, like, do she not submit because he's making less money? It's very, and I found out the women that are genuine and sincere, they're really not tripping as long as you're doing something.
Right.
As long as you put forth effort to whatever and have a plan or have a basis of trying to come up out of it, they're not tripping.
As long as you're doing your best.
As long as you're doing what you need to do.
Right. Okay.
Getting up with John. So we got to get back.
We do have to get back, but I thought we were going to use that as a keeping up with the Joneses.
Wait, we don't even know what time we are. Our time?
We have 7 minutes left.
Oh, how you know?
Because I'm looking at this versus
okay, what my bad?
looking at that.
Okay. And
well, hello there.
And you're the genius signs up with the intellectual, the belief, all that signs up because I was like, oh, I went in slow motion. Like how, and then I looked up here like I was lost.
That's hilarious.
But getting back to change. Anything you want to say about change or read some more?
Changes.
Did we elaborate more on the love changes or what?
No, I mean, I guess that's something for us so we can tie into another show, because you do have to make a lot of changes for love. Like, what do you do when you love somebody who has children by somebody else and you have to deal with their ex-significant other? That's a topic. Or, what do you do when you love somebody and they lose their job and you have to deal with, taking care of the necessities or the business? What do you do when you love somebody and their parent becomes ill and you have to deal with, having someone move into your home? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes with it. Right. Yeah.
And it's funny because I thought growing up, love was so basic, or relationship was so basic. Like, but there's also parameters. There's also not shortcuts, but there's levels and channels that go with love. Like you said, just some of them situations are relevant. Like, for example, let's say, example given, you have a man that loses his job, or vice versa, one that loses his job. Do you let them move in yet, or what do you do? Like, if you love them, so that's right. So what do you do? Do you be that opening to like, all right, come in, like, and sacrifice your independence or whatever? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Exactly. Yeah, you did. What you say? Like what was the word? The isolatory sign zone. So you like, nigga, the shelter is down. You're like, you get the nigga the number to the shelter, and he's like, I thought you loved me. You didn't get a man the number to the shelter and the address to the shelter and said you would take him to the shelter.
I just got a headache. Oh my God, my head started hurting.
Now you done turned off the phone. Now he can't even get. It's going straight to voicemail after you didn't handle your part. But he like, I thought you loved me. Not saying this to you, but that's something you face with. Like, do I love him enough to be like, my door's open?
That thing.
I
Well,
know.
not the whole love thing. Like if I'm in love with somebody, he needs a place to stay.
But just in the dating.
Of course, he can move in or specified.
Right. With the contract, nigga.
Sorry.
The lease.
And notarized.
Right.
but no, seriously, like I was dating a dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost his house and his job. It was like, can I come move in with you?
Yeah. Hey, and it's funny because I've dated women that a lot of women they have at least one story that they can say about a guy that had fallen on a hard time and the nigga was reaching out.
You can come eat here.
And that's even nice. Like, nigga, at least you can you shower?
Yeah.
Okay, shit. Then that's good shit. You did so.
So you wanna. Never mind. That's a whole different show. Because you want to come sleep here. You want to come sleep in my house.
Sleep on the couch.
Nigga,
like, no, see, why are you putting them in that box? What if I know if it was me, nigga, I'm up with you up, I'm up, and hopefully if he's a good man. Because life is life, and trial and tribulations happen. True or false?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I've had some fire.
Right. Huh?
I've had some fire.
Okay, so with that being said, the nigga get up. I mean, we're not making him a bum. We just made him a bum.
Well, no. It was because.
Oh, you thinking of the scenario?
No, it was because what happened was he initially lost his job, but he still had his place.
Okay.
And what he would do is he would wake up every morning, he would sit on the couch, he would play Madden.
Oh, no.
And it was like, well, are you looking for a job? He was like, well, I'm just kind of stressed out right now.
Oh, no.
So.
He sounded like a woman. Like, I'm
gonna start looking soon.
You should have made that nigga sell his house.
That ain't my business.
Shit, nigga,
That wasn't my business.
Nigga, you got property. Nigga.
And so when he lost it was like, well, can I come stay with you? And I was like, but you still haven't even you haven't even picked up the one ads. Like, you still playing back.
You would just say.